Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have an exciting new tool for the garage to show you guys. If you watched my last video about my toolbox, I did a toolbox tour, and I said in that video that I was gonna be doing more toolbox related videos and tool reviews. Just wanna post like weekly or bi-weekly videos about tool reviews. And so this is gonna be the second video of that. But I'll just go ahead and show you guys what we got. This is the YESWELDER MP200 Pro, and I'm so excited to have this in the garage. This can do MIG, TIG, stick, plasma cutting, and flux core welding. But this thing is gonna be so nice to have. It'll be game changer for the channel. I've been wanting to get a welder for a while now to do random little projects, but what really started this is I wanted to weld up some of the holes in the engine bay on the Trans Am. I want to try and do like a shaved bay before I paint it. So I reached out to YESWELDER about getting a welder, and they said, I got you, and they sent me this MP200 Pro. And man, I'm so excited to have YESWELDER as part of the channel. They told me to give a review on this thing, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna unbox it, show you everything that comes inside the kit, and then we're gonna brush up on our welding skills. I have some scrap metal over there, and we're gonna see if we can lay down some dimes. So this should be a good time knocking the rust off my welding skills. But let's get this guy unboxed and see what it's all about. Man, they did a really good job packaging this thing. Let's get this unit out of here. Man, that is one nice machine. Look at that thing. This has to be the nicest welder I've ever seen. Check this thing out, guys. My first impression so far is really good. Has a really clean screen on it, nice dials. I mean, everything looks really well built and like well laid out too. Not really sure what this is for yet. Maybe like the flux core welding or something. I'll have to look at the instruction manual. I really like how the controls are laid out. I feel like it all makes sense. Let's check out this door for the spool. That's clean. Has nice little like release buttons on it. And I really like the black and red like color scheme on it. That's really clean. First impressions are really positive so far. I like that it has a little bit longer cable so it can reach the outlet. Has the regulator back there. They got the YESWELDER logo down there and then the model up there. Nice little heat vents right here. So far looking like a really well-built machine. Full disclaimer right here. I welded in high school for a little bit in shop class, and that's pretty much it. Like, I'm decent at MIG welding and not so good stick welding. I've TIG one time, and so I'm gonna learn from you guys how to weld on this channel, and if you haven't welded before, you're gonna learn with me. But I bring that up because I might not say the correct thing on certain settings and functions and stuff like that. So if I say something wrong, please educate me and let me know if I made a mistake. But I'm gonna be learning everything about this machine, learning how to use it. Man, I like that they label everything. That's really nice. Obviously the positive's red and negative is black, but they put the cutting right there, the cutting ground, so that's really cool. Now let's open up the box with the accessories, like the weld guns and everything else included in the kit, and let's see what we got. Here's a list of everything included. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. All right, we got all the accessories unboxed, and I just have to give a shout out to YESWELDER for the packaging. I really appreciate when companies package things correctly, so they have each like welding gun in its own little bag, and then everything else is organized properly. I really appreciate them doing that. But it looks like we have the MIG gun over here, and then we have the TIG gun right here. This looks like the plasma gun, and then this is maybe the TIG cleaner, is what it looks like. And then we got the stick gun right here, the ground, a little converter from 220 to 110. Then we have the gas line right here. Then we have some little goodies, a USB drive. I assume they do updates on these, and you just put the USB into the machine and it'll update automatically. So that's really cool. Now let's take a closer look at all the accessories and everything they include with the kit. Let's start with the MIG and TIG guns. So with the TIG, they include some extra tips and electrodes. I don't know the correct terminology on this stuff, so bear with me. But first impressions of the handle, I really like the way it feels in my hand. It's a high quality gun. The button feels really nice. And the strainer leaf on this one is plastic. On the MIG, it is metal. But that's not a big deal at all. I mean, I don't see what issue that would cause. One thing that I really appreciate is the shielding around the cables. I mean, this is super nice. Just feels like a really high quality piece. The connections feel nice. So really excited to get this guy set up and learn how to TIG. On the MIG, same situation. The handle feels really nice, like ergonomically friendly. This makes sense. The button press is really nice. So just a solid MIG gun. I really like the connection. Looks like they include like extra line inside the cable, and then some extra tips and a little changeover tool. Over here we have the plasma gun. It's like they have some extra tips as well they include. Same situation with the gun, just super nice. I like that it has a little safety like shield on it so you don't accidentally press it, but super nice piece. Same thing with the cable, it has this like loom around it, so that's really nice. I'm probably not gonna use the plasma cutter very much right now, but I will be using him in the future, but I need to upgrade my air compressor for that. But moving on, this is the TIG cleaner. I don't really know how to use this guy yet. I'm gonna have to look into this, but they include an extra tip, it looks like, some little O-rings, and then lots of towels. I don't know if they're microfibres or what kind of towels these are, but same situation, has this nice loom around it, solid connection. Just a really cool tool. I like that you can clean the gun, it's really nice. And then we have the stick cable right here. I mean, it's a classic stick gun, nothing special. Man, that is really solid clamping though. But same thing here, really nice connection. I probably won't be stick welding very much either. I did learn how to stick weld. That's the first thing that I learned. And then I learned how to MIG, but I probably won't be stick welding very much. And then we have the ground lead right here. I mean, just a really nice clamp. So just a basic ground lead. And then right here is the foot pedal. So just so you guys know, they are including a free foot pedal with every purchase during this month. So if TIG welding is something you want to do, definitely check them out and pick up a welder this month so you get a free foot pedal. But same situation, nice cable. And then the foot pedal itself just feels really nice, high quality. Really excited to start TIG welding and learning how to do that. Then we have the gas line right here, the converter from 220 to 110. We're not gonna need this guy. And then I already showed you guys this, but the baggie of stuff. And then something I'm really excited for is they included the welding helmet. And look at this thing, guys. That is a nice helmet. I'm pretty sure it's like the auto darkening, self-dimming. Yeah, it is. So that's super cool. I need to look and see if I have batteries for this guy or if I need to charge them or whatever. But this is super cool. I like that it has like the side windows. If you look inside there, it has side windows instead of just the main one in the front. I've never had a welding helmet that had the side windows, so that's really cool. But so far, really impressed with this kit. Let's go ahead and get this guy set up. I do have a cart over here that I already put together. We'll cover this cart build in another video because this video is about the welder itself, but we can at least get this set up and we can start throwing some dimes down. I did go to Harbor Freight and pick up the gas regulator, so we're all ready to go. And we got the 80 cubic feet bottle. That should be plenty for the amount of times that I weld right now. And then whenever I get a TIG, it'll be easy to just swap this guy over. And I don't have this humongous bottle sitting in my garage. And yes, I do have a fire extinguisher on standby, just in case things get rowdy. Okay, we're getting things set up here. I got the welder on my cart and I'm getting ready to load the wire into it. The wire we're gonna be using is the Vulcan 030 wire. And this is an 11-pound spool, but I want to show you guys how this works. So right here is your tensioner, and this adjusts like the tension on the wire, obviously. And so to change over your actual little drive wheel, you just pull this down and that'll pop up. And then you just remove this knob. And you want to make sure you have the welder set up for the correct wire diameter. And so if you look on the little drive wheel, the drive wheel has a 035 side and a 030 side. And this has these smooth feed grooves in it. And in the kit, it supplies some like serrated ones. Where are those at? Let's see. Not you, not you. Aha. So this one has a serrated like feed groove. This is for the flux core, whereas the smooth is for regular MIG. And they also supply a lot of different sizes, like it has the 025, 030. So really nice that they supply a lot of different drive wheels. But we're gonna put this guy back in there. So to set the side you want, you have it facing away from you. So we're gonna put the 030 side back in, line it up with a little key, and just slide them in there. Then we'll thread the knob back on. You don't have to go crazy on this, just get her snug, like so. We'll put our roller back down, and then we'll put our tensioner back up. And now we just need to load the wire in there. And don't forget to remove your nut. And this is left-handed thread. That way it doesn't back off while it's running the machine. We are all set up and ready to fire this bad Larry up. I got the gas line ran, just kind of zip tied him up and shoved him back here for now. We're gonna redo some cabling later, but we got the MIG set up. I have the wire all fed and everything ready to rock and roll. Just have to purge it through the line still. But let's go ahead and fire this bad Larry up. I'm really excited to see what this thing is like. So back here is the power button right there. And let's see what we get. That's pretty cool. Oh, I need to peel this off still. It's gonna be really satisfying. That's clean. It's a really cool screen. Is it touchscreen? It is not touchscreen. That's fine though. All right, so this is it's probably adjust wire speed and voltage, I assume. Maybe get set. No way. That's really cool how it does that. It like changes the display over here when you select like plasma cutting. It shows you what ports to use. That's really cool. Flux cord. Yeah, look at that. It tells you to use MIG gun, and then you have to reverse the polarity. So you plug into the positive, and then in here, you actually, I think you might have to reverse the polarity in here, maybe. Actually, I don't think you do. I think you just load the flux core wire, and then you just reverse the polarity up here. So that's really cool that it shows you what cables to use. I see it says to use this little cable. This is for flux core, and you plug him right here into the ground. That makes sense. I do kind of wish this cable was like removable or retractable or something. That'd be nice. It's kind of just dangling here, but that's all right. It's a very minor complaint or a recommendation for YESWELDER. But I really like that it shows you where to put your cables and like how you set it up. It's super user friendly. Let's keep going. So plasma cutting, TIG, the stick, settings. Let's go inside settings, see what we got. It's imperial, lightness. I like the dark mode. I'm a big dark mode guy on like everything, especially Microsoft Office and Outlook and stuff. Reset, let's see what it's about. Cool. Oh, it's got a 1-year warranty. That's neat. How do you go back? Oh, right here. But I really like how user-friendly this machine is. One thing I like about this thing is it is pulse, TIG, MIG, and stick welding. So that's a really cool feature about it. And it also shows a voltage up there. That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go into the MIG screen, see what we get. So we got synergic. So I don't really know what that means, but it's MIG gun, obviously. Steel, I guess we can probably change what, yeah, we can do stainless steel, all these different types of metals. So we got argon 75, that's what we got in our bottle right now. We have argon 75 and 25 CO2. We have our wire diameter right here, which we have 30 thou in there. So this shows your metal, 14 gauge. That's so cool how it like thickens the metal as you scroll. I don't know if you can see that, but it like thickens the metal as you scroll. That's really cool. So we're gonna be welding some 1/8 inch. We got some 1/8 inch scrap over there. So we're gonna set it on 1/8 inch. Let's see what else we get. Gas check, what is that? Please check the phone. Huh. 2, what is this? Oh man, I don't know what this means. I'm not gonna touch that. So we got some settings that I need to learn. I don't know what all this stuff is. I don't really know what this setting means. Let's see. Synergic or manual MIG. I'll have to figure out which setting I need for this, but let me know down below what some of these things mean. But I'm gonna read the manual. I'm probably trying to understand this before I start welding. But we're all set up. I need to just purge the wire through the MIG gun, and then we'll be all set up and ready to start welding. Okay, I was just double checking everything and reading through the manual like I probably should have from the start. But I was checking into this small cable, and it literally tells you right here to plug it in to the positive. So I overlooked that. But going into the MIG setting, I looked into synergic versus manual, and synergic's what I want. It's where you just adjust one dial. You don't have to manually adjust it yourself. It automatically does it, so that's super cool. And then I was checking into the updates. So YESWELDER will just inform you when you have an update available. You'll plug this into your computer, upload the update to the flash drive, plug it into the welder, and it'll automatically update. So far, I'm really impressed with this unit. Everything's really nice, high quality. Everything works. The screen's not glitchy. I mean, this is a really nice unit. So let's just go ahead, turn our gas on. We'll throw our ground clamp onto our new Harbor Freight table, and let's just start welding. All right, guys, I got the helmet set up. Everything is ready to go. My chair's a little short, it's gonna be kind of awkward, but I got some scrap right here. I'm a one glover kind of guy. I use my left hand, you know what I mean? But got some scrap set up. I already threw down a little tack just to make sure everything was working and the helmet was working. And let's just say this thing is awesome. I'm excited to show you guys what we get. But with that, let's throw down some dimes. Okay, that thing have to stand. The height's a little awkward. Dang, that was so much fun. But that was a really solid weld. I mean, the sound was just there. It was that nice hum. I need to grab another glove. Full disclaimer, like I said, I learned to weld in high school, which was 10 years ago, and I bet I've welded like maybe 10 times since then. so I'm definitely not at all very good. I have a lot of learning to do, but first bead with the new welder, not bad. Penetration, not very good. So let me turn them up a little bit, but overall, I'm really happy with that. Let's set up some more scrap and try to weld something else. I'm gonna do something like that. Instead of just a flat weld, let's try and weld like a seam together. All right, I brought you guys over here so you can watch me, maybe give me some pointers. We're gonna try sitting down. All right, what do you guys think? Not too bad. I mean, that'll definitely hold. It's like we started out decently strong, and then we didn't finish super strong. I started to kind of coast up, and then I got messy at the end there. But I think I need to probably thicken up my bead a little bit. It's really skinny. But I mean, I feel like that would probably hold if they had to. But man, this is so much fun, and the welder's working so well. This is gonna be such a nice unit to have in the garage. But that's gonna wrap up this week's tool review, guys. I am so pumped to have this welder in the garage. And I wanna give a huge thank you to YESWELDER for sending me this welder and hooking me up with a really nice machine. This guy's gonna last me a long time. I'm really confident in it. But this was a huge addition to the channel. I can't wait to see where our welding little hobby goes. I'm definitely gonna be putting some practicing videos on here and asking you guys for tips and help. So if you have any advice for me, drop that down below as well. And if you wanna get a welder for yourself, use the link in the description to pick up a welder from YESWELDER. I'm working on getting a discount code, so if I get that before this video is posted, I'll put that down below as well. But shout out to YESWELDER for the really nice machine, and stay tuned for next week's tool review video. We have an exciting one planned. I'll see you guys then.